EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the New Orleans Saints. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. King! Point it right. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Mayfield on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 39 that time.
And the Broncos first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check nine. Run.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
53, hey, I'm coming. Shit, watch the shit. Hurry. Watch twits.
On second down, a run with Lindsay. Well, now Lindsay lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20, 10, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Broncos take over.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
King.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. A little check down to Lindsay. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, alert! Real.
Here's Mayfield. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Check, 180. Check 53. And it's getting in home.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Get that quarterback. Hurry. What do you want? Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Squeeze, double.
Mayfield. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Check.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Next the score, Saints 14, Broncos nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. To throw, Mayfield. This is the tight end Fant. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hurry. Banjo.
They'll run here with Lindsey. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
first down, Mayfield. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slip. Hey. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. I got you.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. About 3 yards there to the 27.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Switch gears, switch gears. Pistol. Check. 53's mic. Check. 53.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And 7 yards to go.
Mike. 180. Mike. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. 58, boys. 58. 58.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Green 80. 34. And let's pin the mirrors back and go. Zebra. Tempo.
Now Wilson on first down. Caught by Nelson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing is Wilson. Lets it go for Nelson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and and that's what they're doing early in this game.
It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
At the 45-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Wilson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Whip. Watch the whip.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Lindsey, the ball carrier, brought down at the 30-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. From the 30 on second down. Mayfield, complete. Smith has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Switch. Regular.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Set, 180. 6, right there, 56. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Quick edge. Pistol. Hey, alert 3. Kings. 10.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
53 is the mic. Get that quarterback, D-line. Alert.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he knew he was going to take a shot in the pocket. He did, but he also found a way to get it into the end zone.
And that has to ease the pain a little bit of the shot he took, didn't it? Being able to throw it into the end zone for a touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Wilson to throw. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Preload.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. Touchdown, New Orleans. Antonio Callaway, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Hey, get in the weight room.
Now Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On second down now. It's Taylor, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's Kelsey on the ground. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
At the 19-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Throwing, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Pistol. 53 General West. We want this. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Take it at the 37. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, first and 10.
Mike, 315. Mike, 34. Not today, you are. Not today.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now Wilson. Going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
Brings up 4th down.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away.
And 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. Lets it go for Nelson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Set, 180! Mike, number 53! Mike, 53! Real. 53 to Mike, 53, check. Hey, alert! Back. My touch!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to wind up and air it out. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Check, 47. Check the outs, check the outs.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson rolling to his right. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Go. 47's the mic, 47's the mic. Off. All day.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
315. 47's the mic. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Tighten up.
On first down, Taylor, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
58's the mic.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson. He completes it to Nelson. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Check. Hot. Slam. 36.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey.
Go. It's run.
And they're able to get get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll run. It's Lindsey, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Hey, we're 33. 53.
First down, Mayfield. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. It's been a long day for you. Let's go.
Mayfield. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Trey Hendrickson showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Third and 14.
Check 53. Run. Here we go. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. I'm coming for you, son. Hey!
Third and long for Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson back into his end zone. And his throw's going to be incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Wilson. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Mayfield now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back in. Inside the 20.
What? Who's 15? Mike, 34.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Taylor. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. The give to Taylor. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
The Broncos take over.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, Dan, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, 53, Mike. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hurry, hurry. Alert, 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 alert. 53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike. You must be dreaming. Mike, 53.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This is the tight end Fant. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here we go.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 23.
Hey, let's go. Mike, 56.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Calais Campbell in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Point it right. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. They can't hang with us. Mike 56. Mike 56. Let's go one more.
Now Mayfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
56. Mike's 56. I'm scared. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Point it right. You ain't got nothing. Shit. Real. 56 to Mike. 56.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This one from 48 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on, man. Let's go.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go.
They'll run with Taylor. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
And I think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want to.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there. Good for a Saints first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Now Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Haven't been a defensive coordinator yet. The thing 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Broncos take over.
Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. Give him 9 there on the 1st down. on completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Let's go, baby.
Broncos.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here I come.
Protein spill.
Here I come again.
Hurry.
56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Mayfield looks to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And that's caught inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Mayfield. Noodle's got it, complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. From the red zone now, Mayfield. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Mayfield with it once more. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 1-yard line. Today's final score.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for New Orleans, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Denver, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.